Welcome back to the channel. Happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I know you're going to watch this video. Gentlemen, it is Mother's Day. If you have not called your mom, call her, do something special for her, let her know she is appreciated. This week I got a call from one of my favorite clients that he's putting his 330 Sundancer up for sale, and I knew that he had gone through the entire boat and completely redid it, so I was absolutely stoked to get this boat. I cannot wait to show it to you as he has done a fantastic job, but I did want to say this boat is for sale. If I miss anything in this video, check the link in the description down below for the full ad, and if you can't get your question answered there, pick up the phone, give us a call, and I'd be more than happy to discuss it with you. With that, let's start taking a look at everything this 1997 330 Sundancer has to offer, and I promise you, you're going to want to see it. It's starting out on the transom. I am very sorry for the wind noise. Hopefully it's not too bad. You have an extended swim platform here and drop-down swim ladder. Transom shower there, stainless steel cleats, and transom storage here for your fenders. All right, let's hop on. It is a couple steps up into the cockpit, and you do have a step here for walk-arounds and rod holders on your gunnels. Both sides, brand new upholstery. Like I said, all of this boat has been redone, and you're really going to see it, especially when we get down into the cabin. Very excited to show y'all. He has brand new JL audio speakers, nice little wet bar here, flip up for your trash can here, stainless steel faucet, nice deep sink. And then down here is access into the trash, so you can take your trash out or use this for extra storage. And I will get to that in a second. Did want to turn around and show you, like I said, brand new upholstery. The color on this is beautiful. There is a piece that fills in here, and you can turn this whole thing into an aft sun deck. And you do have a spot for a pedestal here where you can put a cockpit table, and that cockpit table does store neatly right underneath this transom seat. Brand new upholstery, cup holders, new JL audio speakers, and freshwater hookup there. And then just below the freshwater hookup, you do have cockpit lighting here, nice courtesy lighting. He does have a full enclosure, so he has a slant back that goes straight back, and he does have a custom sunshade. The poles go into the rod holders and go straight back, so you get a little bit more shade back here without having the full slant back or the full camper enclosure. That's really going to do it for the cockpit. I will show the engines at the end of the video, so make sure you stay to the end to see those if you are interested. And then underneath here, he has a brand new mini fridge. Very nice because, like I say in all my videos, those things are always the first to go because they typically are not properly ventilated, but I'll show you that this one is. Moving forward into the helm, taking a look at the port side of the boat. We have a single chair here, brand new upholstery again. And then down here is a little bit of extra storage here, fire extinguisher. And then just below that is vents for your mini fridge, so this one should last, and then a switch for your 12-volt refrigerator, cockpit fridge, so you can energize it, de-energize it, and then just your standard wall plugs there. Another JL audio speaker. And I'm going to take a step back so you can see how beautiful this enclosure is. Brand new canvas. And this is Strata glass, which is an upgrade. You should be able to notice how crisp and clear it is. No fogging, no cracking, none of that, because Strata glass, you can really tell the difference when somebody has it versus just typical isinglass. Then you do have a flip up windshield right there, so it does open up, and you can, it is motorized, it opens up, lets air in here while you're underway. Taking a look at the helm seats real quick. Again, the upholstery is in beautiful condition. You can sit 3 or 4 people here, no problem. Nice bench seat all the way across. It is adjustable, so you can slide that in or out. Now, one of my favorite parts about this is all of the dash has been redone. It looks factory new. So as you can see, the trim here is all brand new. All the gauges are new and working, which you would expect on a boat that has that they've paid this much attention to. Which you would expect on a boat that they've paid this much attention to detail on. Obviously, all the gauges are going to be working. And then you have all your switches here. You got your ignition switches, bilge blowers, bilge pump, lights, accessories for your electronics, horn, wipers, vent windshield. So this is how you open the vent on it. Your nav lights, depth finder, and this is an electronic hatch. And then you can control the controllable dimmable spotlight or console light there for your gauges. Zooming back or taking a step back so you can see brand new steering wheel, throttles, windlass control here, JL audio speakers, Nice deep stainless steel cup holder here, and then some extra storage there. Moving over, you have your trim tabs, controllable spotlights, shifters, brand new electronics with AIS. As you can see, the AIS is working, and brand new HF radio. I think that's going to do it for the helm and cockpit. Let's head up to the bow so you can see all the bow space on this boat, and I'm going to give you a quick pan around to show you what the view looks like from the helm. So great visibility. These Sundancers are user-friendly, especially for new boaters. If you're looking for a cabin cruiser, you absolutely cannot go wrong with a Sundancer. They are the #1 selling boat in America, and there's a reason for that. And let's head up to the bow. So it is a walk-around, and you do have handholds all the way up to the front. And I just wanted to show you there. Nice tall rub rails, so you're really not going to fall off, and it doesn't feel too sketchy. Just make sure you get your sea legs. Plenty of bow space, nice big sun pads so you can lay out, get your tan on while you're hanging out or underway. Moving forward, you do have foot switches for your electric windlass here, your electric windlass, and then obviously this is access into your anchor locker. And then your controllable spotlight there. Turning around so you can see how much bow space there is on this boat. For a 33-foot boat, I mean, you can't ask for more. This is a great place to hang out, have drinks, and enjoy the evening, day. You get it. Let's go take a look at the cabin. All right, 3 steps down into the cabin, and look how well done this refit is. I'm going to get into all the details, but let's start with the galley, work our way forward, then we'll work our way back aft, end in the head, and then I'll show you the motors. All right, starting with the galley, you have your standard panel here, and then light switches and power vent switch there. Some storage here just below your microwave, and then some shelving up top where you can store your decorations or use it for extra storage. Porthole windows throughout, and then you have your power vent here in case it gets hot and steamy. You can pump the steam out. Extra storage back behind there. A 2-burner stovetop, storage for your spices, and here you have some nice cabinetry for your pots, pans, cups, silverware, plates. You get the idea. This is a trash bin here, but you have this nice cover. Stainless steel faucet with a nice deep sink. And they have a nice little holder for your soap dispenser so it's not moving around while you're underway. Looking just below the counters, you have a nice mini fridge. And this one does have a little freezer. You have some storage here, some nice drawers for all of your storage needs in your galley. So plenty of storage, especially for a nice weekender. And then you have under sink storage here and access to all the plumbing in the sink. Did want to note that these sinks are routed straight overboard. So anything you pour in there is going to come right out the side of the boat, and anybody walking by is going to see what you're pouring out. Keep that in mind. And then you have a nice AC vent here, keeping the galley nice and cold. Moving forward, we do have a flip-out TV here. It is on a stand, so you can pull this out and view it from any angle inside the cabin. The owners of this boat are still using it. They still come down on the boat on the weekends, so I'm not going to open up all their drawers and show you their drawers. And so just below the TV, we do have a nice cabinet here. Plenty of storage in there. You have your thermostat controls there, as well as a 12-volt plug there. And then some nice storage down there for your clothes and skivvies. Moving forward, we have a nice hanging locker behind this nice large mirror. You flip it open, nice hanging locker. As you can see, put your nice shirts in there. And then looking forward, we have a nice large V-berth, and this does completely close off with these curtains, so you do get a little bit of extra privacy there. And then underneath this is where your AC unit is. So you can see you have your intake vent down there. And I wanted to show, usually when you see people do refits, they don't touch the wall carpet, but they have replaced it with this nice leather pattern. It is real leather and it looks fantastic. And they've also redone the flooring. It is nice and padded, so it is soft on your feet. At the very front of the boat, as you can see, we have porthole windows. You do have storage back there. I can't get to them without climbing all over their bed, which I'm not going to do. And they have a nice mirror there, porthole windows. And then looking down the starboard side, you do have a nice large mirror. It's not quite full length, but you can see all of yourself, so it's pretty much full length. And then it is disguising a hanging locker there. And you have a nice bench seat here with some more storage underneath. Let me see if I can, there you go. Nice deep storage container there. Working our way aft into the salon, you can see we have a nice large couch here. Can fit 3 or 4 people, no problem, with some storage underneath here. And there is a table that goes right here, so you can eat here and watch TV at night, or you can be outside enjoying the water like you're supposed to while you're boating. Just above the salon couch, we do have some nice cabinetry storage here that they use that one as a pantry. And then in here is a brand new stereo Fusion sound system. It sounds very nice. Come check it out. Come by the boat if you want to hear what it sounds like. I'm not getting copyrighted. And then in here is more storage and your amplifiers. Just above that, you do have a small shelf where they have nice accent fairy lights and greenery, which looks fantastic. Or you could just put a little bit of decorations up there. And porthole windows to let some natural light in here. All right, moving aft, we do have another berth back here, or a nice U-shaped seating area. And you do have curtains that close off here, and obviously right there where you can see them. We do have a nice mirror in here that is a hanging locker. Let me move this Pelican out of the way. And as you can see, nice hanging locker there. Nice countertop space. Sorry, Pelican, I'll put you back in your spot. With the drawers underneath it for plenty more storage. Whoop. Plenty more storage. And then looking aft, like I said, you can fit 2 or 3 people back here comfortably. You could really load it up if you needed to, but there is a fill in here and cushions underneath here, so you do have storage in this aft, across this aft bench here, and the cushions fill in and it turns into another berth, which is fairly large. Let me climb back here so you can see how much room is back here. You do have a nice AC vent there, and then a little porthole window here, so you can see anybody coming in or out of the cabin. Do a little bit of spying so nobody's sneaking up on you. Gotta keep them pirates away. And nice big mirror here with beautiful accent lighting, reading lights, and then flipping around to the other side. You have extra storage here, reading lights, and a standard wall plug there. All right, moving into the head. It is a wet head, so you do pull this faucet up here, and it attaches right here. Porthole window, get some natural light in here. Storage across here. Nice sink, another hand soap holder, a little bit extra storage here. Put your toiletries in there, keep them from getting wet while you're taking a shower. Vacuum flush head. You have your power vent here with a power vent switch in case it gets stuffy in here. And then you have a nice AC vent in here, blasting right in your face, which is important. And then a nice mirror here so you can look at yourself while you're taking a shower. Not sure how I would feel about that. And then under sink storage there. With all of that, let's go take a look at the motors. All right, and here is a quick look at your motors. Very well maintained. I mean, those things are spotless. No corrosion anywhere on them. And there is your generator. So if you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're interested in helping the channel monetarily, consider becoming a channel member where I'll post regular updates about what boats are still available, what the market is doing, and you just get a little bit more insider information on these boats. With that, I will see y'all in the next one, and have a great Mother's Day.